Crafting is one of the least covered subjects so far, but it plays an even bigger role in the next Fallout game. Hey Vault Dwellers, JV here, and today we're discussing crafting in Fallout 76. Be sure to subscribe to my channel for more Fallout 76 videos just like this. Follow my Facebook page for daily live streams and our non-stop Fallout 76 playthrough, which starts right when the beta drops in October. At this point, the only source we have for crafting info comes from the NoClip documentary, which I've linked in the description below if you somehow have not seen it by now. Jeff Goodman claims that crafting is a very huge part of this game. He says that we're going to have to find very specific creatures or flora to combine for certain recipes. He says there's crafting mods, guns, ammo, food, water, armor, power armor pieces, the stuff that was already in Fallout 4, and more. So once again, that's pretty much everything we already had, except the big one is ammo. Ammo crafting is interesting because we haven't seen it in a BGS Fallout game so far, but Obsidian did their own ammo crafting in Fallout New Vegas. I wasn't the biggest fan of collecting the ammo casings and all of the individual parts. It felt really convoluted, so I'm hoping BGS opts for a more streamlined system in Fallout 76. Jeff describes something called a public workshop, which sounds like a sort of an event or maybe a spot on the map that we can go to, but when you go to that and you fortify it, you get player crafting resources such as lead to make bullets, which Jeff says is super helpful in this game. It'll be interesting to see if these are primary locations that everyone kind of gravitates towards since they provide valuable resources. For example, if I need one more rare material to craft my Gauss rifle, would the quickest method be to capture a public workshop? Because I'd be down for that. We learned from the QuakeCon panel that when another player dies in Fallout 76, they drop their junk, and junk is where most, if not all of your crafting materials will be stored. So it'll be interesting to see whether more rare materials, like Jeff mentioned in the documentary, will be considered junk. In Fallout 4, things like blood bug sacks or deathclaw hands would go under your miscellaneous in the items tab instead of junk. I'm hoping that's how things work in 76, because it would really suck to spend like 30 minutes hunting down a Deathclaw to finally kill it and get its hand, and then die for whatever reason and drop that. I could see things like lead being dropped in that situation, because while it might be a rare material, it would fall under the junk category, just like steel or wood. You know, it's a component, it's a material. I also wonder about flora. In previous games, flowers and plants would go under the aid category if they replenished your health or did something like that, or the miscellaneous category if they didn't. So should we expect the same? I guess it really comes down to how things are categorized in this game. By and large, from what we know so far, crafting looks like it functions exactly the same as it did before. There are a series of components that every single junk item can be broken down into and repurposed. In the E3 crafting gameplay, we see steel, wood, cloth, copper, glass, plastic, rubber, screws, concrete, aluminum, circuitry, gears, and oil. All of these, if you played Fallout 4, were in that game, and we could definitely see some new categories as well. We know that with the camp system, it'll be much easier to craft whenever and wherever we want. That was definitely an issue in Fallout 4. Sometimes you would go to a certain area, it's like, oh, I don't have this crafting workbench. I don't think we're going to have that issue with the camps. Since Fallout 76 is an online game, and we've pretty much been told that we're going to have infinite levels, and we're going to be getting all these perk cards, and it's going to go on and on and on, and they want us to keep playing for years, I think that crafting is going to play a major role in the gameplay loop. I mean, it kind of already did in Fallout 4, but even more so in this game, because we're always going to have something that we're shooting for, that we're trying to craft no matter what. And I sincerely hope that Bethesda included that really helpful tagging system that they had in Fallout 4, where you could say, I want to make this Gauss rifle, but I'm missing lead. So I'm going to click a certain button on that craft, you know, that blueprint or whatever it's going to be called, and then it's going to mark every single item that I find with a little magnifying glass. That was so helpful in Fallout 4 and will help me in Fallout 76 determine, should I pick up this junk? You know, is it worth it? You know, am I going to become over encumbered? Am I going to have to drop something because this is my priority? So on and so forth. Alright guys, that is it for this video. In the comment section below, tell me how big of a role you think crafting will play in Fallout 76. And is this something that you're going to focus on in the game? Because I can see myself focusing on crafting and spending hours upon hours trying to get specific materials to build really cool items. So share your thoughts below. If you enjoyed the video, remember to subscribe for more Fallout 76 content, like my last video where we discuss Creation Club and how that might work in the game. Follow my Facebook page for daily live streams and our non-stop Fallout 76 playthrough, which starts right when the beta drops in October. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll talk to you next time.